you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me and producer Tilly. Let's party. Woo! Tilly is so excited, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me, stand-up comedian and Big Brother superfan, here to break down all things BB25. Tonight we're going to be breaking down episode 6, the POV Wednesday night episode before Thursday's live eviction. We're going to talk about it. But first, make sure you guys smash that like. Please, 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 please. Yes, Ash, thank you. Please like and subscribe. It helps me so much as I'm on my way to being a full-time content creator and stand-up comedian. Also, if you haven't already, follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer on the TikTok, the Instagram, and the Twitter, because it'll never be X to me. If you want to support the channel further than liking and subscribing, follow me on social media. You can send a super chat while we're live or check out my Patreon and YouTube memberships. Links all in the description of this video. Okay, let's get into this episode. I have some notes I took. Oh, my Lord, you guys, how did you feel? Please sound off in the comments. You guys know I'm really opinionated, but, you know, you're free to have your own opinions and we can just both, all of us, get along, you know. To me, this episode was, there were parts where it was funny, but it was frustrating. It was frustrating, especially if you are a live feed person, because you're like, why the hell wasn't the Matt Veto situation explained? Why is Big Brother again leaving us in the dark when something happens in the house that does affect the game? Because allegedly, you know, some of the house guests hinted at this, but it was pretty clear they've been told not to talk about this. Please, you are not allowed to talk about production. Do not talk about what really happened at the veto competition with Matt, which something happened where they didn't have it prepared enough for their first deaf house guest. Something happened where the house guest felt so bad for what happened to Matt during this veto competition that even Hisam was like, I can't even put him up as a replacement. I cannot do it. Thank you, Etherella, for dropping my membership. Let's get into it. Okay, so right when we come back into this Wednesday night episode coming off of the HOH and nominations, Hisam was like, he was very, very smug. You know, Hisam, he's entertaining, but he's definitely not someone I would want to talk to. In the house, I would be like, I don't really want to talk to him. He was like, this is how you win the game, right? Right? That's how you win the game, right? Right. He answered his own question. That's what he did. He answered his own question. And Riley and Hisam talk in the HOH room. Riley is a ball of nerves, a ball of emotions, and he comes off, you know, not that caring, sympathetic. He's just like, hey, it's HOH, baby. This is how the game plays. It's Big Brother. He's like, listen, Riley, you were the only one to mention someone's name. No one else in the house ever mentioned anyone's name. Just you, babe. Just you. And I'm thinking, she wasn't the only one to mention someone's name. But okay. Hisam then was like, Riley, you know, you're not, one of my favorite quotes he said today was, what did he say? Oh, I think we'll get to that a little bit later, but, you're the only one to mention the name. You know, you mentioned my name, and it's like, no, Jag did too. Other people did. Other people mentioned your name, sir. You're putting a target on your back. You're winning a lot, sir, and you really like yourself. That's going to create a target in a game like this. Coming off a little dictatory. So yeah, Benji said Hisam is definitely a villain from a Pixar film, right? He really is. Yes, GP313. It is my third live show today. So not to toot my own horn, toot toot, a la Hisam. But this full-time content creation is I'm sleepy. And I had a dermatologist appointment and a dentist appointment. I'm a little sleepy. I'll be honest with you guys. Riley doesn't believe this honest and integrity crap that Hisam's putting out. You know, that I'm gonna play honest game with integrity. She's like, it's a facade he puts out. It's not fair. It's not fair. The house guests then are looking at the picture wall. And this, we get a little fun edit of Corey. Corey has a great sense of humor. He really does. Miss Felicia, obviously, she's hilarious. And they're talking about him being buff. And Felicia's like, you're not buff, bro. And she kind of like rubs his chest a little bit. And I think in a way that only an older woman can. You know? Anyone else doing this would be like body shamer. You sexual harassment, don't touch me, you didn't get consent. But, you know, I had neighbors that were elderly when I lived in West Hollywood with Chell, and they body shamed us regularly. And they said it was out of love. And well, the guy neighbor, he was Russian and he didn't speak a ton of English, but he would touch us like this and go, no good. He did this to my husband once, no good. And then his wife, I would dye my hair a lot. She'd be like, I do not like the way your hair is dyed. I liked it better before. That is not a good color on you. And I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lydia. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to go off and conquer the world now. Thank you. But yeah, I feel like that's just kind of what some elderly people do. I'm not saying it's right, but it's okay. It's okay, Whitney Houston. Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa says, you are killing it. You would be a great HOH with all that multitasking. Oh, I would get myself in some trouble. For sure. Because I would insult somebody, I'm sure. I would say something snarky or I would talk too much. I just know that about myself. But thank you. All right. You're going to hear a lot of and sighs from me with this episode because I just left so much. I left so much on the table. But it's like that part of Big Brother I don't like, where it's so overproduced that they can't even show sometimes when they make a mistake or other house guests make a mistake. The same thing with the Luke situation. We didn't get to ever hear anything from him. They didn't really make it clear exactly what he said. It just becomes confusing. And then the casuals want to blame the woke audience. Some casuals, some on Facebook. Okay. The Scaryverse is triggered. Oh my God. It's like 11's here. The Demogorgon's coming. And Jag returns. Yay, from the nether regions. Les Moonvez's lap. Yay, he let him loose. Jag's like, I'm back, baby. From the demon baby door, otherwise called the nether regions, aka Les Moonvez's lap. I am sighing so much. This episode is like, okay. Matt and Hisam talk. They have a little talk outside. They're working out. They're getting abs. Hisam's like, I got abs too. You're not the only one with abs. Look at me. I'm a burlesque guy too. I'm just as hot as you. And Hisam, I will say, he does want Matt to like him. He wants to be Matt's best friend. He's like, call me every 5 minutes. I like you. But Matt don't like him. And Matt and Hisam talk. And Hisam's like, listen, Matt, beautiful Matt, Olympic Matt, Matt with the washboard abs, Matt with the curly hair. Let me tell you a little something. Really think about it. If you play in the veto and you win, just think about it. Because I don't know if you want to be using it. Because if you win and take her down, then everyone's going to know you're in a showmance, Matt. Do you want that to happen, Matt? You don't want that to happen, do you, Matt? You're not a dumb man, are you, Matt? It's giving that. You're not a dumb, stupid pants, are you? No, you're better than that, Matt. So you don't use it. Because you're not in a showmance, are you, Matt? You came to play, didn't you, Matt? It's entertaining. I'll be honest with you guys. I would be lying if I said some of this stuff is not entertaining and it does not remind you of old school Big Brother, where people just did not give an F. And they would just say it straight out. I hate you. You're the worst person ever. And kind of, speak this way to people. And Matt's like, oh, okay. Oh, I guess I don't want to use it. Hisam's like, yeah, you don't want to do that because it'll look like you guys are in a showmance, Matt. And we know you want to be in a showmance with me if you could pick, but you can't because we're here for money, Matt. Come on, Matt. Can't swim your way out of this one, Matt. All right. Hisam is like, I'm gently explaining it to him. I am wonderful at communication. Thank you. Hisam's the best. And Matt's like, I felt threatened. I felt like he was threatening me. I didn't like it. I don't like him. And now I'm going to go after him. And I will use the veto. And he goes and tells Riley, I'm definitely going to win and use the veto. Because I don't like that guy. He speaks to me like he's crazy. And Hisam's like, I did a really good job. I killed it. You did awesome, Hisam. Thank you, Hisam. And so 2 different conversations happening at that point. The house guest, let's see, the next thing that happens, Matt and Riley, I said, talk in the scary room. Riley's like, but I don't want you to have to use the veto on me. But you should, even though I cry to you all the time, but don't use it on me. If it's going to risk your game, but I'm just going to lay face first on the wiener of shame, which she did on the live feeds the other night, last night. So I talked about it in my spoiler video from earlier this morning. And she was just like face down and he's like, it's okay. It's okay. I got you. I can save you, girl. And she's like, yeah, this is the worst. I hate this. It's too soon for me to go home. This isn't how I wanted my Big Brother experience to be. I'm a victim of HOH circumstance. Meow. So she's face down in the wiener. But now she's like, no, Matt, don't do it. And he's like, no, you were the first person that ever really helped me in this game. You were there for me. You listened to me. And she's like, stop it, Matt. And he's like, it's true. It's true, Riley. Stop it, Matt. You don't have to risk your game for me. But I do. That man just threatened me. And I am going to make sure he pays. No, Matt, no. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm going to swim my way, scoop you up, and give you CPR, which now doesn't necessarily have to involve mouth to mouth, but I'm going to bring it back old school style. Okay, I might have taken some allowances there, but that's how I saw it. I think that's how it happened. Okay. I'm not like other girls. I'm a cool girl. All right. So after that scene, they're really pushing. Do you hear the music they played behind the Matt and Riley Showmance? Yeah. And yeah, they've been staying up talking late and stuff, but Blue and Jared are full on, ooh, what's your love language? Ooh, what's your love language? My love language is touch. Ooh, my love language is acts of service. Stop it. I won't. You should. You're going to fall in love with me. No, I won't. Yes, you will. You never been to a club with a dude like me. I get all the attention. Oh, really? Because I get all the attention. Because I'm an influencer on social media and I dress cute. Oh, yeah? Well, you've only been with men that weren't real men. And when I walk into the club, I'm like, I come TikTok choreographed. You don't. I do. Stop it. No, you stop it. I need touch every day. So do I. Unless it's kissing. Because I don't like wet lips. Ooh, did you say wet? I did. Like a shower? Ooh, other parts? Probably. Stop it. I won't. You're falling in love with me. I can't. You will. But if I do, I'll never hurt you. Ooh, but if you hurt me and twerk on another guy at a club, I'll be pissed. Of course I would never. Well, you do like attention. You're around the house. You do too much. You flirt. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Well, I wouldn't do it in a relationship. You might. I wouldn't. Oh, talk to you later. Like that is. Why aren't they getting the Showmance edit? Because they've already talked about their love languages. And gross me out. That was on my third live of the day. And the dentist with the fluoride treatment, mind you. And the dermatologist. I have eczema. All right. Unscented products is the life for me now, allegedly, producer Tilly. So we're getting silly. We're getting silly, but we're having fun because this show is silly. It's our passion, but it's a very silly show. People sleep on wedges of cheese and wieners. All right. The house guests receive a transmission from the Scaryverse. Ooh la la la. It's so scary in the Scaryverse. They're playing off Stranger Things. So they're like, wah, wah, wah. And they're like, oh, what's going on? The Nether Gorgon's like, hello. Wait, I have a voice changer. Oh, I think Challenge installed a voice changer. Where is it? A long time ago and I never used it. Okay, let's see. Tilly, thank you for the kisses, but I definitely don't need. Okay, maybe slow mutation. Okay, turn it on. Okay. Slow mutation. Do I sound any differently? Is this changing my voice to be a slow mute? Do I sound like a monster? Or does my voice sound the same and I don't know how to use this voice changer? Let me know in the chat. No, I don't sound any differently. Okay, well, I failed at that. All right, well, that was fun. I really I thought I did something there. We'll work on it. We'll have to ask Hype Man Husband Chell how to work that. But the Nether option C. Okay. Sounds the same. Oh, I'm the worst. All right, let's turn it back off and see. Okay. So the Nether Gorgon is talking to the house. And it's like, hello, this is the Nether Gorgon. I want more souls. I want your soul. Jag has returned from the nether regions, better known as Les Moonvez's lab. Ask Seville Shepherd about it. She'll tell you it's not a good time, and she didn't want to be near him, allegedly, as well as many other women from CBS and abroad. But he's still got his retirement package. Take that to the kindness bank, Julie Chan Moonvez. Okay. Now Jag must pick someone to send down to me. That person cannot play in the veto. Is this the twist? What? When are we going to learn what this nether region does besides just take people in a back room? What else? Is there any perks to it? Do they come back with any special surprises? Special game powers? Is there a diamond power of demon veto back there? There's got to be something more to this, right? Oh yeah, the Nether Gorgon is super woke. Super. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you. If you know any voice acting agents, hit me up. I can really see you doing a show with sock puppets. I would. Or Barbies. I think Maddie and Janet used to do it with, that sounded bad. They used to act out the live feeds and maybe the episodes with dolls. And that was fun. That was super fun. I want them to do that again. Okay. So the Nether Gorgon, Maureen says, I couldn't even understand what the Nether Gorgon was saying. It was too muffled. I can only imagine how Matt felt, right? Good point. Oh my God. We'll get into more of how Matt felt and how they really dropped the ball on this. Okay. So Jag's like, oh, Bummer City Township, who am I going to pick? Okay. Well, let me talk to Hisam. He's a pretty reasonable guy. He's pretty down to earth. He's pretty straightforward, but in a kind, not cruel way, even though he did say on the feeds that he's been told by his patients that he has a cruel delivery. And I was like, it's not really it's not a good bedside manner, sir. You can be straightforward, but cruel, very different. Okay. But he did say that. He did tell Blue that on the feeds a few days ago. So Jag talks to Hisam. He's like, I got this. I'm Jag. Okay. I'm pretty cool. And I got a 6-pack underneath my fun button-up shirts. So he's trying to get Hisam to agree to Red. Like, no, I think I can get him there. I'll put Red down there. Then he can't play. And then he won't take Cameron off, which helps Riley, which I'm working with Riley. And, red, has a good chance of winning something, maybe. So, yeah, we'll do that. Hisam's like, no, I want you to put up blue. Yeah, it's going to be blue. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need those TPS reports by 9 a.m. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. If you come in a little earlier, you're very late. I don't know what's happening here, but I expected you to come up to the HOH room a little sooner. So if you could clear that up, that's great. I don't want to have to put this in your permanent Big Brother record. So Jag was hoping Hisam would take the bait, but he was picking red, but he didn't. He was like, blue, it's blue. And Jag's like, I can't pick blue. So Jag goes and asks for volunteers. He's like, I guess I have to ask for volunteers because Jag has a final 2 with blue and he has a final 2 with Riley. So that puts him in a very interesting situation. So he's like, okay, who wants to volunteer? Anybody not want to play in the veto and possibly get backdoored? Anybody? No? You? No. Oh, are you sure? Suri, you sure? It's fun. It's fun. No, thank you. But good old Bowie, you didn't even know she was in the game. And she's like, I did. Foster's Australian. Did they have beer back there? I did. Did they have a DJ booth? Because I'm only 34. Right, kids? I mean, peers. Right, peers? Oh, I love Bowie and her little things. I think Mike Bloom said it best. He said, it's Miley Cyrus hair from the VMAs. Remember when she humped that foam finger thing and everyone was like, oh my God, she's wearing nude panties and humping foam fingers. Oh, the world is doomed. And then we all went on and it didn't really do anything. Remember when that was what we were worried about? We're like, oh my God, Miley Cyrus is going to ruin the world. She has little tiny bang, little bun ponytail, piggy tail things, and she's humping things on stage. What will the kids think? And then we're like, nothing. They won't think anything because it's silly and it's art and it's subjective. And pop music has always been sexual. Look at Elvis and his pelvis, guys. Let's not forget. Oh, so let's see. This is a lipstick break. Hit the like. We get a lipstick break. All right. Blue's like, I'll do it. Oh, yeah. Crikey. Yeah. I'll totally go. Sure. Yeah. Put me back in there. Because I'm doing this for... And then she gets a DR. She's like, I'm doing this for a reason. Okay? Yes. Hello. It's me, Barry Jane. I'm still in the show. I brought a parka. Yeah. In Australia right now, it's wintertime. But here, it's summertime. Isn't that interesting? I do like Boy Jane. I do like her. And I just love her teeth. They're just so big and beautiful. Such a beautiful. But she never closes her mouth. Oh, yeah. It's winter in Australia. So I brought a parka. And I'm going to do this because A, I don't really know what's happening. B, I want to be cool with the young kids. And C, I want Red to be able to play because he's probably has the best chance of winning on our side. That's strategic. Thank you. Good night. Okay. So, yeah. Bowie is sent to the Nether Region. She's like, I've always wanted to meet this Les Moonves. Yeah. I heard he's a nice guy. Is he not? Is he not a nice guy? Allegedly. All right. So, when Jag tells this to Riley, yeah, I'm not going to, I can't really put Red. I can't pick him. Bless you. Bless you, child. I can't really pick Riley. Riley's like, no, you have to pick Red. I juggled for you. You guys, this is not fair. I juggled for you. This feels like the Jared situation all over. When I ask for something and I don't get my way, this is bullshit. Are you even working with me? God. And then face down in the wiener bed, I imagine. Okay. So the Nether Region ceremony, and Miss Felicia is running late. Okay. Miss Felicia is like, I know my accent, it sucks, but it's an accent. But thank you, Lori. So Miss Felicia's like, hold on, wait for me. I had to put my eyebrows on. And I'm like, oh my God, Miss Felicia, between her farting and putting eyebrows on and destroying microphones and that laugh, I mean, she is gold. She's gold. I had to put my eyebrows on. Sorry, I'm late. I'm going to say that no matter where I go. If I'm late for anything, I'm like, sorry, I had to put my eyebrows on. You'll know about that life. Sorry, I had to put my eyebrows on. So love that for Miss Felicia. She made the episode. That was my favorite line. Jag picks Belly Boy. He's like, it's me. I'm going. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Crikey. Alligator wrestling and stuff. Bye. Goodbye. And she's off. Godspeed, Bowie Jane. Riley said, Nardi, wait. So yeah, I had to put Jag picks Bowie. Riley said she wanted to volunteer and keep Red, or no, I'm sorry, not Riley. Ugh, I already said that part where Bowie said she wanted to volunteer and keep Red available to play in the veto. Riley feels like no one listens to me. I was just like, oh my gosh, Riley. She's like, no one listens to me. It's not fair. You guys, I've been juggling. I've been juggling for everybody. Nobody listens. Oh, my poor troll doll. That's probably bad luck. Sorry, girl. I'll get you after the live. Oh my God. Thank you, Serenity. Joleen's accent has an Aussie mum and a Cockney dad. Yes, whatever that means. I agree. Okay. So she juggled. She didn't juggle, but I'm sure she wanted to juggle. And maybe if she would have juggled, Jag would have done what she wanted to. Because you could hypnotize people. Follow my juggles. But she didn't. So she's like, nobody listens to me. Hisam is annoyed that Jag didn't pick blue. He's like, didn't I say to pick blue? Okay, well, I'm going to add that to your permanent record. Let me just write that down here. Did not do what the HOH said. Jag is, I know I said no brown on brown crime, but might reconsider with an asterisk. That's what I put. Asterisk. However you say that. All right. Veto player picks. Worst picks for Hisam's HOH. Obviously, he's playing, Riley's playing, and Cameron because they're on the block. They pick Matt, and then she gets house guest choice and blue. She picks blue. And he's like, horrible picks. Horrible picks for Hisam. Hisam talks in the HOH with Suri and Izzy. Super short talk. I don't even know what they said. Then it was Commercial City. And I was like, what are they? They're just like, yeah, we can do it. Let's win one for the Hisam. And then commercial. I was like, all right, I guess that's all we know. That's all we know. So, okay. POV comp. The POV comp is like, here's what I liked about it. The outfits. I'm sorry, but Matt's outfit is adorable. This is like what every guy I dated wore in high school. Pretty much. If they would have had a towel-like material shirt from the Gap or a long sleeve shirt under some kind of button-up shirt, skate shoes, something, Element shoes or something, I mean, like what Vans, obviously I think he's wearing Vans. We got some nice cargo pants, super cute. Matt looks adorable in this outfit. The striped tees is just like, oh God. Lady Boner, if you were a 90s teen or young person, it's just bringing it all back for me. So I had a sexual reawakening during this competition, allegedly. And I enjoyed that part. Other than that, didn't like it. I would like this had it not been an audio power of veto competition where they have their first deaf contestant competing. Whose idea was it? And I saw this all over Twitter. To have an audio-based POV when you have your first deaf house guest. What are you people think? Do you want to get this show canceled every season, I think? Are these people for real? Is this for real? Are we doing this? Remember Camp Comeback and it became Camp Segregation Camp? And we were like, what is going on over here? What is happening? Somebody call that Allison lady or whoever runs this shit now and say, what are you thinking, lady? It had to be Les's idea. This had to come from Les's lap because this was so dumb. This was so dumb. And yes, feeds were down for 19 hours so that there could be an injustice upon Matt happen that they don't even explain. It was so bad that it took 19 hours for feeds to be down, and they had to basically, allegedly, coerce the entire cast to not talk about it. And then they'll sign an NDA, probably, or through their contracts, they won't be able to talk about this shit for years to come. And when they do, everyone will go, yeah, okay, we're over it. And then thank you, Marine. Marine coming in. Put your hearts in the chat for Marine. She is coming in with the fire points. And then they only showed the top 3 scores. Why was that, Big Brother? Why was that? Why was that? Why wouldn't you show everybody? Was it because you messed up? And Matt, he didn't get a fair shot at this? And you guys, you fudged it up so much? So I just like, we'll show top 3. Because they'll show Matt's and it will say 18 hours and 36 minutes. Oh my God. I mean, the poor guy, I really felt for him. This is the second time we've had a situation, and it's the second week where they knew, they recruited this man to be on the damn show. And I mean, it's great because you need representation. Everybody needs to see themselves represented everywhere in the world. And on our televisions, that's wonderful. And for other hard of hearing or deaf people to be watching, your kids, and this is the second time you knew this man was deaf. It's not like he just came in the house and he was like, BT dubs, I'm deaf. And they're like, what? Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. It's like not that big of a deal. No, he was like, I'm a literal gold-winning Olympic deaf champion, bro. I am like an Olympic swimmer, gold medalist in the Deaf Olympics. And they're like, okay, we don't really know what that means, but come on in. And then they decide, you know what would be a good idea? Let's do an audio competition for a man that he's very vulnerable and shares a lot on the feeds with what it's like to be him and to experience this and to live life as a deaf person when, and for us people who, we just were lucky enough to, not even lucky, but I guess it is. Yeah. We didn't have to have, a struggle like this where we're just like, we're born hearing. And we never really had to think about it. So we're able to hear, how difficult it is for him and how he's like, I can basically do one-on-ones, but when it's a group of people, I usually just kind of walk away because I can't hear what's going on. It's too much. And they know he doesn't sign. And they know he did like 14 years of speech therapy. And I mean, the dude taught himself to speak through speech therapy. Do you know how much like resilience and just how amazing that is? And then to go on to be an Olympic athlete on top of that, and you can't even get a silly competition revolving a 90s record store right for him. It was so disheartening. And then to just not even explain it. Not even explain it. And this would be a decent competition maybe. For sure. I love the 90s. Hell yeah. Like I said, I had a sexual reawakening while looking at Matt, allegedly, in his outfit. Mostly the clothes, okay? No offense, Matt, but mostly the clothes. Put it on my husband. I'm pregnant with quadruplets, all right? But it's not a good competition when you have a deaf house guest that you have to accommodate for. This is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. So the feeds were down because the other 3 took so long in the comp. No, you saw the times. The times ended up being, we get the results, the top 3 people. Third place is Blue with 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Second place is Cameron, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. First place is Hisam. He wins the POV with 1 minute, 45 seconds. That's under 10 minutes that they were done. So what were the feeds down for? You clearly fudged up. Tell us. Share it. I mean, be a little more transparency with this. I mean, especially, that's what a lot of us love about Big Brother is that we can watch the feeds and see what they're thinking and see who these people are, except for when you cut the feeds or you only decide to put all 4 cameras on one conversation. Or someone that's not even talking when you know people are talking, or you cut the feeds when important people are talking. Every summer, Big Brother, I say, never again. And then I always come back to you. You are my toxic boyfriend. You're my toxic TV boyfriend. And I can't stop loving you. Can't stop loving you. Can't stop Can't stop loving you. Oh, that wife of his said there's a huge Entertainment Weekly article about how they did all the things for Matt, totally rewriting history. Oh, they did all the things? Oh, wow. So have they said why the feeds were down that long? I mean, wow. Thanks for sharing that wife of his. I'm going to have to read that, even though obviously it's going to be complete crapola. Maybe the house gets revolted. Yeah, but just tell us what happened. Tell us the story, brah. Tell us the story. Yeah, PR damage control. Oh, yeah, we're in a bad relationship with Big Brother. Weathersby. Natalie says, no reasonable accommodation at all. Disgusting, embarrassing. It is. Just like when they left him hanging after his vote. And Julie's like, okay, thank you. Well, thank you what, Julie? Tell him. Didn't they not prepare for this? Did production not explain, okay, once you vote, you can walk away? Again, he can't see Julie. When they're in that DR and they're voting, they don't see Julie. They see Julie on the TV out when they're in the living room, but they don't see Julie when they're voting. So it's all based on audio. And this man has been very vocal about, it's a struggle. He's done amazing things. Being born deaf, he's done amazing things. His communication skills are on point. But there are certain things that, are harder for him, obviously. That's crazy. Yeah, thank you, Joe. We the people need to know, BB. Stop it. Oh, a puff piece. That's a lot. Entertainment Weekly, what are you doing with your life? How do you print that shit? How do you sleep at night? I'm getting in my feelings. But for real, I feel for the dude. You guys know it's not like he's just any geek off the street and was like, I'm not going to tell you anything. And then week 2, he's like, I should have mentioned I'm deaf. Oops, sorry. No, you guys, here's the thing that really pisses me off. And then I'll get off this tangent and this rant of mine. You guys are using this as a marketing tool. You definitely are. This is how he was marketed. This is what you put in, like, hey guys, look what we got. This guy, pretty cool, huh? Huh? Yeah. Deaf Olympian gold medalist, right? First deaf house guest. Good job, Big Brother. Thank you, Big Brother. So unfortunate. And then not even to give us any information into what happened with Matt. Why'd you only show the top 3? What's going on? The young people kind of talk showmances, and America and Jag says, oh, our showman's name would be Jamaica. That's so cute. Reminds me of Jamiroquai. But we should get a Corey America segment because they're definitely laughing at each other's jokes. Okay, checking out each other's bads. I don't understand why this show doesn't show us what's happening every damn summer. They're pushing the Riley Matt relationship down our throats. I don't even know if Matt's ready for that. It's coming, I'm sure. But really right now, it's all about the Jared and the Blue. And they could have easily put in the love language conversation. Something. They held hands. Maybe they've done other stuff, but they held hands. But instead, and plus Matt could have plenty of segments, sans, Showmance, as can Riley. All right. I'm moving on, you guys. I'm gonna book an extra therapy appointment this week to really work through these issues. Hit that like if you don't mind. Thank you so much. Bowie returns from the nether regions and she's like, hello, I'm back and I'm still wearing my parka. Hello. They're getting there, but have they held hands? Did they do a Tiffany Kyland fingerlings? Are they finger friends underneath the covers like Tiffany and Kyland? Until they get to finger friends or hand holding, I don't care about it. I don't care. Until they're talking love languages, save it. Save it. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Joseph's like, no, they're not. They're not fingerling. Yeah, they're not. Tiffany and Kyland. Yeah. I know it is funny because Suri does not like blue. She's gonna be blue, baboo bee, baboo bow, baboo bee, baboo ba. So Bowie's like, I'm back. Hi everybody, I'm back. It's me, Bowie. Remember me? 34 years old, DJ, not a barrister, a DJ. Oh, wake up. Hello. Ah, I'm back. Hey guys. You guys want to hear some Diplo? This is my second reference to Diplo today. Is there anyone else I can reference? I am so nerdy when it comes to some of these references of music. And is Diplo a thing? What is a Diplo? I forgot already. Is it a man? Is it a man with a plan? Oh, it is. Oh, yes, I know about this man. Okay, I just looked him up. He's pretty famous. He's an American DJ. Yep. And he said he kisses dudes sometimes, right? Love it. Diplo kisses dudes. So let's look it up. Yep, he reveals he's received the orals from a man in the past. Well, good for you, Diplo. Good for you. He's famously kissed Brazilian drag queen Pablo Vittar in their music video. The hitmaker also revealed, says he's hooked up with men for sure. Cool, love it. Get you some, Diplo. But there's another. Oh, DJ Steve Aoki. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta shut the door. My husband is loud talking. You know, sometimes these spouses be just popping off at the mouth. Love him, but it is like he is yelling to someone. Okay, but he could say the same about me. He's probably like, this chick is always loud. Now she talking about me? Okay. So Bowie's like, I'm back. Hello. That's probably the Cockney, right? When I go, hello. It's like James Kennedy's dad from Vanderpump Rules. He kind of sounds like that. Hisam and Riley talk in the HOH room. Hisam's like, you're not a bad person, Riley. You're bad at this game. I mean, no, you're not bad at this game. You just, okay, what does he say? He says, okay, so he's like, I'm going to tell the house during the veto ceremony that I need them to vote you out. That's my plan. Okay, how's that feel? Not good. No, of course, not good. That's not good. No, that probably hurt your feelings. Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Okay. All right. So, but I'm gonna tell them to evict you. I need that. Yeah. And it's your fault. And Riley's like, I hate the way he talks to me. Girl, I would too. I would not. I wouldn't even let him talk to me like that. I'd be kicked out of the house. I would try my best because it's a social game and you got it. But I'd be like, do you hear yourself? And why would I want to work with you? You put me on the block. You don't work with people you put on the block, especially this early. What are you talking about? What? Slate's clean. You could have taken me off the block too. I get it. You don't want to get messy. He said, I'm not going to use a veto. Okay, Avi. But then don't say, but if, something happens, let's be friends. Can we be friends after this? It's like, no. The guy who breaks up with you is like, yeah, I've never really been that into you. Yeah, I know. It probably hurts, doesn't it? I've moved on already. I was never really into this. This wasn't really my thing. But maybe we can be friends. And then if, neither of us find anyone or we're, really desperate, we can get together. Let's make a pact. If we're both 40 and super old and dried up, and we're not married, because, people always think that in their 20s. They're like, we'll marry each other and be miserable. Just like a married couple. Totally. Oh my God, yeah. No. I'm your last choice, sir. And then he does this weird closed eyes hug and he's like, he's just like enjoying that, like, you're going home. Riley's like, did he not see the juggling? I gotta get to the wiener bed and go face first. And then he says to her, if to add insult to injury, he says, Riley, this doesn't mean you're bad at the game, okay? I just want you to know that. I mean, you are bad at the game, but it doesn't mean you're bad at the game. It just means you made a miscalculation. Yeah, you made a miscalculation, didn't you? Right. Yeah, you do that, you women. Yeah, you. little lady. You miscalculated, didn't you? You're not probably good at math. I'm adding things. Okay. But yeah, women aren't known to be good at math, except for all the women scientists and mathematicians and math teachers. But no, it's okay. It's okay. You'll learn a lesson. You'll grow from this, and you'll learn never say my name again. Okay. This isn't a Destiny's Child concert. I don't want you to say my name. Okay. And if you are going to say my name when no one is around you. Okay. Because it got back to me. All right. You take care now. So when you're out of this house, can you make sure to tweet about me and just, really like, Hisam is ripped. Hisam is great. Stuff like that. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, sweetie. All right. You take care of you. Yeah. It's not good. You fudged up, but I'm just like, what? Oh my God. That is why it would be epic if this flip that the house has been waffling on would go through. I got to get caught up on the feeds tonight, but I don't think it's going to go through. But if it's been so back and forth, you don't know. It's Flip Flop Anonymous over here. Flip Flop University USA. Don't you say my name. But you can say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. Okay? If you're not playing Big Brother games. Okay? Thank you. Hisam. I missed this, Cammy. Can you give me a timestamp, please? Hisam said, oh my God, Cammy, on the feeds, that he doesn't like to give people hope. What? There's no hope with dope. Oh my God. Oh my God, face first on a slippery wiener. Now I know why Riley's going face first on the slippery wiener. I might too, if I was in heaven to talk to him. He didn't say that about the tweeting. Here's what he did say. He basically was very kind of condescending. It's like, it's not that you're bad at the game. It's just that you miscalculated. Yeah, come here. And I am going to tell the house that you got to go, that I want you evicted. Okay, I'm just going to be very upfront. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Lock the door on the way out. Okay, bye-bye. But no, the tweeting. I mean, I wish. But I feel like he wanted to say that. I feel like he wanted to. Yeah, he must be a great psychiatrist. Technically, as a psychiatrist, though, I feel like he probably spends most of his time diagnosing and giving medication. And I could be wrong, where therapists do more of the sit-down intensive like therapy. Psychiatrist is more medical, where, they do have the license, I guess, to prescribe mental health medications and to diagnose, where therapy, I don't even know if, I guess it depends on the kind of therapist you are, but most therapists, I don't think they can prescribe medication. So he's used to being a little more clinical, I assume. But yeah, you're right, Jenny, such great bedside manner. Hisam. As entertaining as it can be, it would be so frustrating in the house. But he's the villain of the season, and he is living up to his villain edit. All right. Monica says psychiatrists are crazy. Yeah, they mainly deal with the medication side. I have a really great psychiatrist. I love her. And she has fantastic bedside manner, and she spends more time than I've ever spent with a psychiatrist, making sure there's nothing I need to talk about or anything. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I like to think it's because she really enjoys my company. But it could be that they charge by every 20 minutes. I'm not sure. No, they don't charge by every 20 minutes, but she's great. She's super great. And it's probably my winning personality. I'm sure. Your mama said he had the right one with Riley, because I wish he would say something like that to Miss Felicia. It'll come. That time will come for Hisam. And when it comes, it's going to be so entertaining. That's why you need a whole cast of characters. If you had a whole bunch of people who were just so kind and so nice and just, I don't want to hurt you, I don't want to be straightforward, it would be boring to watch. You need all kinds of people. Vanessa, you thought he was a physical therapist? This concerns me. No, he's a geriatrics doctor and geriatrics psychiatrist, I believe. So maybe he does some physical therapy with the geriatrics. Yeah. Downtown Comics said Riley made a great point. Being sanctimonious never works out. Hisam is painting a huge target on his back. Agreed. And the house is like, listen, he don't even believe what he preaches. He says it's integrity. He says he's upfront. He says this and that and transparency, but he's making side alliances around the house and promising all these things to other people. Well, that's not very transparent now, is it? So, yeah, Sean, he's a geriatric physician, but I think there's a psychiatry element to it. I think. Yes. Big Brother Bry, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Says, sign above Hisam's door. Abandon all hope, all ye who enter here. There shall be no hope. Yes. Hello, Big Brother Bry. Good to see ya. Patriotic says, Hisam said on the feeds that he lied to house guests and purposely didn't tell them he was a doctor. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, is that he's making quite a few allowances for himself when it comes to this honesty integrity thing. Honest about the things he thinks he should be honest about, but not everything, which is fine. It's Big Brother, but then don't get up there on, this big sanctimonious kick and be like, I will not lie. I will not backdoor. I will not do the fun things in Big Brother. You're going to do it because everybody does it because it's Big Brother. Okay. And I think people understand that there's a difference. As long as you're not being hateful, cruel, a misogynist, a racist, things like that, people understand you're playing a game and you might have to tell a lie here or there. Maureen said, yeah, and that was after he instructed his alliance to not make any. Yes. And he was like, you guys can't. Don't you talk to nobody. You talk to one person. You're one person you have, and that's it. All of the Tiffany strategy. Okay? Like the brigade. You find your Brittany. And you only talk to that person. Don't make any sidelines. Don't name that alliance. Don't let me see you with that alliance. Okay. All right. Meeting adjourned. You guys take care now. You're good, little subordinates. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Lock the door on the way out. Thank you. Thank you. Did someone eat my last Dan and Light and Fit? You know these are my favorite. Miss Felicia, let me smell your breath. Let me smell your breath. Nope, I smelled your ass. You definitely ate it. Miss Felicia's like, I didn't eat it. That would be awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. You find your Brittany. Yes. I love Sue because Sue will always find the quotes from the lives. And sometimes I forget I said these things and I'm like, oh, I love that. Future merch. You find your Brittany. BT Dubs, I know that this isn't at all related to Big Brother, but Britney Spears might be getting divorced. And she might have been cheated on her new husband? What? Things I see on Instagram, you guys. Huh? I would have thought, well, I don't know what I thought. Oh, poor Brett. Okay, veto meeting, not using it. Then I was waiting for this big, mean, Hisam speech that's been kind of built up on the feeds. Like, oh my God, it was too much. It was too far. I can't believe he said that. I don't really. He was like, hi, hey, it's me. I thought this was the nicest speech he's ever given. I've seen way worse speeches in the history of Big Brother. So I don't know what these people are talking about. He was more condescending and rude in his one-on-ones than he was there. He was like, yeah, everybody, Riley is my target. I don't even know how he said it, but it was not at all anything that was like, Riley, you made your bed. Oh, I think he said, Riley, you did divide the house. You were the first person to divide the house. So I would like the house to vote you out, and then we can start fresh. Amen. Thanks be to all of me. Thank you. And I'm like, is that it? Is that it? Okay. Jackson said, oh, they edited it. Okay. That's what I was like, there has to be more to this that they're not showing us, which obviously not a shocker with Big Brother. But because I'm like, that wasn't bad at all. Big edits. Yeah, because what they were saying on the feeds, I was like, oh my God, this man, he is a savage. Classy, bougie, hella ratchet. Like very, wow. No. Yeah, a lot of people on Twitter are saying that, Jenny, that if these people played an early BB, they wouldn't last. You have polyester hair. You're a whore. You sleep with married men. You have polyester hair. That would not. Amanda, like how Amanda treated Alyssa following her around the house. Not to mention the overt racism in BB15. But, I mean, remember when Ronnie had to lock himself up in the HOH room, BB11, just sweating through his t-shirts like, I'm scared, I want my wife. No. Jeff versus Technotronics versus what's his face that Jordan bumped with her chest bumped him. Jordan, you forget, Jordan from BB11 was about to fight a dude, and she just got new tots. Those were new tots she bumped him with. That came together on their podcast, Together Mess. I only listened to the first episode, and they mentioned that the reason she would walk around the house and massage her breasts was because she had just gotten a boob job. And you have to massage them, and you have to make sure they fall into place. They don't get too hard. You don't want them hard as a rock, but they would have been hard at that point. So she hit Russell. Thank you, guys. She hit Russell with brand new tots. She could have popped one. She could have killed the guy. Remember, she was like, oh, Russell, you want some of this? Oh, and those were rock hard silicone saddles. She could have taken an eye out. Tot bumps. Yes. Oh my gosh. Vegas ad makers predict that Red is going to win the upcoming Sweep the Patio with Your old ZZ Top. It was wild, Simone, that she did that. And then people were just like, yeah. And she didn't get kicked out. Remember Russell Hance's brother, Willie? He headbutted that weird chef guy in BB14. And they were like, you got to go. But if you do it with your tots, you don't got to go. You win. And you find your husband. And you have 2 children. And then you move to Colorado. And then Jeff, who isn't that great at public speaking or interviewing, gets to become a daily broadcaster on the Daily Blast. Anything is possible in America. For mediocre white men. Okay. We're going to just keep it moving. Keep it moving, Joleen. Be quiet. Be quiet. Shut up. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Shit, one time I was at, and I've told this story up before, but I went to, well, a couple times I went to live tapings because I'm that girl. And I waited in line with everyone else. Got them, online, then you wait. And one season, I think it was the first season me and Chaw went to a live taping. We had moved to LA, and it was Bronte's Eviction. I think that was the first show we went to. Jeff was currently working for CBS at the time. And I think they were trying to make him like a correspondent, and they were trying to put content on CBS.com. So this is probably like 2010, 2009, 2011, something like that. Something like that. And they had Jeff outside interviewing people. And of course, I mean, I'm very shy. So I was like, me, hi, okay, I'll talk to you, Jeff. And so they're like, he was struggling. He was interviewing some people, and some people are nervous. They're like, I like this person or that person. And wasn't Polly on that season? I forget. But so I go, and they should have hired me on the spot, because Jeff, he was like it was very difficult. He smelled delicious, I'll tell you that. And it was probably in like his best era for looks. And so, and you're just like meeting someone from Big Brother. You're like, oh my God, this is kind of fun. Okay. It's fun. It's, it's Jeff. There's some things, but this is fun. I was, I'd be lying to say I wasn't like excited I was going to be on CBS.com. Oh my God, the camera people, the producer, they were laughing, and I was like putting on a show, and my husband's just like, oh, there she goes, And I basically turned into interviewing Jeff, and Jeff was like, when you're saying something and that person isn't really paying attention, and they also probably are annoyed that you're doing a lot of talking. They also don't understand the jokes you're saying. That was Jeff, but he smelled good. And then I waited the whole next day for it to go up on CBS.com. I told everyone I knew on Facebook, and they never put any of it up and never did any of it. But he did do that after show for a minute, but he only interviewed like house guests. They never had the real people interviews. And I could have been famous on CBS.com in the early days, in the .com early days. So this was when Jeff was like, It was because it was after his season. He had been in LA long enough, so he was just like lean, ripped, smelled good. So you were like, oh, I forget about those comments about the Harry Potter guy can't be gay. You know, you're like, did he say that? Maybe he didn't say it. Maybe he didn't say it. He smells so good. You know, smell is your biggest sense. And so sometimes it, you just makes you forget everything. And then, but once I saw him in action, I was like, oh, that's too bad. But then to find out years later, he got a whole ass anchor journalism show, Daily Blast Live, which is actually a really good show. And shout out to Al Jackson is on that. Hilarious comedian Al Jackson, whom I adore. And he went on a tour with my husband and I and two other comedians back in 2017 when we went overseas and entertained the troops. So I understand. I'm like, oh, Al Jackson. Hell yeah, Al kills it. And I'm like, oh, Jeff. Oh. He's like the Elizabeth Hasselbeck of the Daily Blast Live in Colorado. But I digress. He was malnourished and sleep deprived. So let's talk briefly about this. All right, let's get into, I'm going to do a spoiler tomorrow. A spoiler video because tonight I gotta get some sleepies. But we will talk about Luke has spoken. I don't know who he spoke to, but he spoke. And this is what he has to say about saying the N-word on live feeds and getting removed from the home, the Big Brother house. You remember Luke, Valentine, Harry, and the Hendersons? All right.
The clip of me saying, the cheese room comment, it's pretty clear that I meant no malice. It's pretty clear that I, had no ill intent. It was directed at Corey. And it was after about 8 hours, or it was about a week of malnutrition, a week of sleep deprivation. I was getting probably 2.5 hours of sleep on that cheese block. And you don't really take into account the psychological distress of being under studio lighting 24/7. And being, not knowing who your friends are, who your enemies are. So, what happened. Do I regret it? Obviously. But I feel like it happened for a reason. Anyone who watches...
I screen grabbed that, but I didn't really listen to it because I was multitasking. I mean, the privilege of this man to be like, not a big deal. Just happened for a reason. God acts in mysterious ways. And that day he wanted me to say a racial slur. He or Alanis Morissette wanted me to say a racial slur. But I was hungry. Have you ever been hungry? Who doesn't get hungry and just shouts out racial slurs? I was malnourished. I mean, I had to eat oatmeal for a week. I couldn't poop. Constipation turns to racial slur city. I mean, yes, is Paloma his PR? Just say, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. I am so sorry. To the people I hurt, I am so sorry. I understand that what I said might not have been meant out of malice, but I also understand that as a white man in America, that word should not be in my vocabulary. I don't care how many rap songs I like with the word in it. That's not for me to say. There's a whole history and painful history behind that word. And I definitely should not appropriate that word for myself as a white man in America. It was wrong. And if I could take it back, I would. I understand some people won't be able to forgive me, but I am glad that they removed me from the house because I think it was the best thing to do. I broke the rules. But I am going to, you can give the old bachelorette racist approach. I'm going to educate myself and I'm going to come back and tell you what I've learned. And then you never hear from them again. Or if you do hear from them again, but they learn nothing. There might be a couple PR pics of them holding a white fragility, pretend they're reading. Oh, yes, I am on page 63 of White Fragility. This is a great book. I have learned so much from opening this book and taking this picture. Thank you. I mean, it's like, what? Yeah, I messed up. I know I shouldn't say that. I know I shouldn't do that. I said it. Yes, that's the new slop made me do it, Steven. Slop made me do it. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's just. Serenity says, I think he was trying to be cool because Jared was in the room. He may have thought he was being like, bro. Well, I think, his dad did a interview or spoke to the media outlets and said, I can't believe this. He should know better. His stepmom is black. He has black cousins. And I was like, did his dad just use the he has black friends card? Like, that doesn't. That doesn't. Huh? Okay. All right. Steven says, stop casting Floridians. I mean, the poor good Floridians just never get on the show. It's always the problematic ones. Yeah. Oh, 90s gangster rap made me do it. Oh my God. Yeah. Blame Easy E. He is dead, sir. He is dead. R.I.P. Oh my gosh. That was ridiculous. And his hair's more down on his face. He's like, I did it. Okay. Big deal. God. Why is everyone all up on in my grill, brah? Oh, well, I wonder if Big Brother now will have to remove slop and the powerful lighting and let people get at least 8 hours of sleep for fear that, white people will just have to say a racial slur. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy. I only know Vaseline. I'm so sorry. I mean, I do know some other songs, but no Vaseline. Is it a quote from that song? Okay. Did CBS give him a favorable edit? Luke? Yes, until he said the word. If that's what you're asking, Andrea. Exactly. That's why I said they never cast the good ones. They never cast the good Floridians. Well, I think he ate his twin because he was so malnourished. He said a racial slur and he ate his twin. It happens. It happens sometimes. That's what I heard. Yeah, that's YouTube streets. That's what the dad said. The dad was like, his stepmom's black. His cousins are black. He's got black step siblings possibly. So this isn't the Luke I know. It's like, well, you sure? But I don't know. I miss food competitions too. Kirsten's available for media tomorrow. I'll be interested to see what she has to say. Thank you, Stephen. I am sad for casuals and people that just watch the episodes that they're not really getting the full Lizzie experience, if you will. I think someone on Twitter was talking about that. And I was like, yes, I agree. Because this is, it's really travesty. I feel like we could get more from Miss Felicia. We get a little bit, but we're not getting anything from Izzy. Suri barely made an appearance. America is doing a lot more than people see. And Mimi is hilarious. She better be prominent in tomorrow night's episode because she is going in the food storage. Every time people walk away, she's got a monologue. She just reads them. She's like, oh my God, these people. Because she is very strategic. She does not understand why everyone has to be emotional. She is the one person on that side who's been the whole time like, no, we shouldn't flip on Hisam right now. He's put a big target on his back. This is not going to be good for us. Please, you guys, please think. It reminds me of this clip, if I still have it, when Shayna Moakler was in the Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother house. And she was like, please, think of this logically. I think it's this one.
Please think about this. Please think about this logically.
Please
think about this. Please think about this logically.
When Cynthia and Carson were like, really? Well, we think that, I forget exactly what they were saying at the time, but it was something so ridiculous. Cynthia, I love Cynthia Bailey, but she had no idea what she was doing. And Carson was just like, I'm going to do whatever Cynthia does. We don't know. And she's like, please, you guys, I'm working with you. But that is what it reminds me of. Whenever Mimi's in the food storage room, she's just like, oh my God.
Shut the up, Kylan. Shut the up, Kylan.
Also, forever shut the F up, Kylan. Oh my God. Or some BB can clip. Maybe is this a little Hisam-y? Maybe.
You didn't win that veto. I didn't. You had to. I don't think I had to. You did. Thanks. I think that's your opinion.
No, it's you did.
Yeah.
It's like Melina had to win the veto last week.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Right.
Left a water bottle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is kind of Hisam. So that is Kyle, always good with the Kyles, from BB Can. And he was talking to Jay, who was the first evicted that season of BB Can. And he was like, you did have to win the veto. You did.
You didn't win that veto.
I didn't.
You had to.
I don't think I had to.
You did.
Thanks. I think that's your opinion.
No, it's you did.
Yeah.
It's like Melina had to win the veto last week.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Right.
Left a water bottle.
Yeah.
Left a water bottle. What? Oh, second. You're right. Second, because it was the first was that woman that was like an influencer, like the I would say like the blue of the season, just in like her background. Like she had like the best fashion. Thank you so much, Joseph. Yeah, the second one. Oh my gosh. Nuba? What? Apparently America, Izzy, and Corey report Jared having a foot fetish. Context, Jared complimented Blue's feet. Oh, well, that doesn't mean he has a foot fetish. I mean, I'm about to put my... What is that OnlyFans site for feet? I really want to do that. I'm ready to slut out my feet. Yeah, I'm ready to be a foot slut. Step in stuff like Peggy Hill. I got size 9s. Long toes, always pedicured. Looking good. Feet Finder. Is that what it is? Is that the one where I have a foot rating? Let's see what my foot rating is. I really got to get off here, you guys. Feetfinder.com. Oh, no, I'm not this one. What's the one where you, oh, okay. View, buy, and sell feet pics. Feet Finder is the safest, largest, and easiest website to view, buy, and sell feet content. With millions of users and over 5,000 five-star reviews, Feet Finder is the best website for anyone interested in buying or selling feet content. Sign up now. Okay. How it works. Ooh, high heels, soles, nail polish, socks, lotion, pedicure, dry feet, male, dancer, tattoo, showing face, nylon. Those are some of the categories. Oh my God. I was trying to get my mom to do it too. I was like, Mom, we could make money. I saw a girl on TikTok. She bought her mom like a Mercedes. A Sadie's for all the ladies. But there is a foot website. What is where I have a foot website ratings. I don't know who submits these pics, but I forget what it's called. It's not Feet Finder. Let's put Joleen. I'm Googling myself. Lunzer. Foot rating. Here it is. Wiki Feet. You guys. Stop. They need to update this. They have like, haven't I posted any pictures that show my feet lately? I didn't even know this existed. If you have a foot fetish, calm your boners because this is what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, you got to go to bed, Nuba. This is getting gross. This is getting inappropriate. Wiki feet, not to brag. 10 out of 10. No, 4 out of 5. Nice feet. If I had I'm going to rate myself. Can I rate myself? Oh, yeah. Beautiful feet. Oh, I'm not logged in. Well, I don't have an account. But here I am. I like how they have a picture of me and my husband. There's my feet. Me and my dad. Kind of creepy. My dad was wearing shoes. I didn't get to rate his feet. Those are Birkenstock feet. Here's me at a wedding feet. I mean, and they just like pick these. I don't know who submits you for the feet. There's me in front of Buffy Summers' house in Torrance, California, the house they used for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, in front of the school for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Some long feet there. Oh, my numbers jumped up. Maybe I should just do foot content. There's me outside. I don't know where. I think I'm at a wedding. I don't know where I am. Me again. I really liked those shoes. That's a lot of those shoes. Me and my friend Carrie after a comedy show. Oh, there's the soles. Beach feet. Brunette Joleen. On the beach in Jamaica, Joleen feet. On the left. That's my friend Allison. That's not even me. Hey, Mom. Just talking about being a foot slut. This is the Wiki Feet. They put my friend Allie Pat on here during a web series we created, Bipolar Becky. That's not my feet. And Allie Pat is super cute. She pretended to be pregnant. There's me at the ocean feet when I had red hair. Again, red hair. More feet. I mean, here's where a bird was flying out of my baby door on the beach. There's me. I was really into The Walking Dead for a minute. I had a Walking Dead moment. There's me pretending to be a zombie on the beach. Me and hype man husband Shell. Feet. Feet again. Me and my friend Jake. Target feet. There's me and hype man husband Shell in Nana's guest bedroom. Just being foot sluts. I would bring back the red hair, Jackson, but I gray so quickly now that red hair is impossible to keep up. If any other women or men have this struggle, so now my little silvers go with my highlights, and so it's like impossible to keep up red hair, and I grayed prematurely. So I like to say, thank you, Nanya. Thank you. Thank you. I am giving it away for free. I shouldn't, but feet. There's Chell holding my foot. I mean, I feel like I asked for this. There's me. I don't know that's in Nana's bathroom. I don't know what I was doing there, but the early days of Instagram, who really knew what they were doing? Who really knew? There's me with short hair. This is like so sad. That's why I decided to swim in the ocean in my clothes, because who doesn't have a manic episode every now and then? There is, I guess I got a pedicure. Oh, there's me in Vegas, just looking like an adult, going to a Diplo concert. I'm jumping on a trampoline with one of Nana's favorites. Everything you put on the bottom of the cart is free. Me and Chell in front of the Buffy High School. Feet. Well, that was fun. I like to, palate cleanser from Big Brother. Joleen has feet, allegedly. Joleen Lunzer with the feet. Thank you. Thank you for loving this Big Brother content. I do too. I think what Big Brother is missing is my feet, more of my feet. And, over 300 of you stayed for this. So you're all gross. And I love you for it. You're all very disgusting people and wonderful and beautiful pumpkin spice babies. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Well, you guys have been wonderful. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do another morning live feed spoilers video. I got to do, if you're into Vanderpump Rules as well, I'm doing finishing up part 1, I should say, of the Rachel Raquel Levis interview with Bethany Frankel. And then we have tomorrow night's episode. I'll be going live after that. So much going on. Yeah, Chell's watching the stream like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you stayed for Nana. Not everyone stays for Nana. And people do. I tell Nana. People leave in the comments, bring Nana back. Like I'm holding her hostage or something. I'm like, Nana just has a life and she will not watch Big Brother. I've asked her a million times to watch, even be a casual. Originally, she was going to be a casual corner. And then she was like, oh, how many times a week? 3? No, I got gardening and the casino and Kohl's. And, sometimes your dad and I spend time together on the same floor of the house. But normally we're on different floors. But sometimes, we find each other. And I got laundry to do. I'm a very busy woman. Very busy woman. So thank you, Atherella. Shout out to my mods. Make sure you smash that like if you haven't yet. After the video posts, leave us a comment. Who do you think is going to be evicted? Who do you want to win HOH tomorrow night? Atherella, you make my job so easy. Thank you for enjoying and smashing the like and participating in this silly, silly live stream about BB25. I'll be back tomorrow. And always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye, guys.
If you like what you